Start. I have to start with a meme. I hope Croy has his treasure ready to take him out of there because they are dragging sis. And then the treasure they pick is the one who falls in the door. Oh my god. She was the dragon. Oh my god. They're dragging her whole family. That gift is everything. Oh my gosh. Kim Zolciak being dragged at the reunion. Kim racism isn't real. Isn't even real. Black Twitter. Oh my God. Although a lot of people agree that Kim got what she deserved as far as, her, being racist and saying the things that she said and the ladies defending themselves against her. Some people felt like the stomping on her name was, too much and way too far, where other people were like, absolutely not. After watching the last 5 minutes of the reunion, she deserved that based on the things that left her mouth. So we're going to talk all about it. What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. Now, we're going to get to the shade, the funny, the memes, the gifts, the yes, and all that. But I have to get serious for a moment because racism is real. So let's talk about it first, get it out of the way, and then we're going to get to all of the tweets and the shade and all of that. Now, let me first say this, okay? I'm not putting the blame of what Kim did tonight on black women or on anybody. Kim is 100% responsible for her actions and every single word that left her mouth. So let me just say that first, because I know sometimes I start talking and people put the video on pause and get to the comments without listening to the entire video. So let me say that. Okay, now after saying that, let me go ahead and move on and talk about the encouragement. You know how sometimes, people encourage people to do certain things? Okay. Now, if you can find someone else on the Real Housewives of Atlanta who's been ganged up on and shaded the most and people have come for the most, then leave that person's name in the comment section below, because some of you get upset when I bring this person up, but she's the best example of everything good or bad that's happened on the show. Don't say Portia. Portia was never ganged up on. People just wanted Portia to take accountability and responsibility for her actions in the whole Phaedra and Candy mess. So they were like, until she realized that she's not a baby and she have to understand this is serious, we're not going to mess with her. So that's not ganging up at anybody. If anything, Portia have been babied on the show. That's it. So it's not Portia. Kenya Moore is the only example I can always find when it comes to hate or any. Look at this person comment on a picture of Kenya Moore and Nene Leakes. I hate both of you. Fake B word. Hope you die giving birth, Kenya. And this is a black woman. Stay out your feelings over here. I post what I like. Yeah. That's a black woman who wrote that. Yep. Let's see what she had to defend. Wow, such hateful words from a female. Shame on you. Disgusting human being to wish death on her. Such hateful words. It's entertaining to watch the show, but remember, these people are getting paid. Let's keep the nastiness on the screen. There's no need for us fans to take it personally. We don't really know these people. somebody's life is so miserable that they have to wish death on someone, girl, turn off the TV from that fake reality and get your life. Pathetic. I didn't even go to insult you. You are just disgusting inside and out. As if you will live on this earth forever. How could such a human being think evil like that? What you wish for Kenya will be your portion. The Bible said what you think for someone will come upon you. May you receive that. I'm going to use her as my example again, okay? All right. This is what I'm going to say. I appreciate all of my supporters from all walks of life, race, whatever. Thank you to everybody. But I'm going to I'm not saying exit the video because I'm going to talk to a certain group of people, but I'm going to talk to the black people for a second. Yeah, black women in particular. I said it a few videos ago. Please don't wait until something becomes a hashtag before it becomes serious to you, before you want to march, before you want to stand up for something. This whole mentality of, oh yeah, I can drag my sister, but if Sally down the street drag her, I'm jumping Sally. That's not a good mentality. No, because it starts at home. You have to lead by example. We can't sit around. I'm going to say we, even though I don't do stuff like that, but I'm going to include myself because I'm black. We can't sit around tearing each other down, calling each other every name in the book and encouraging certain people to do the same. And then when those people gain that confidence because some of us have encouraged them, then now, it's a problem. That's why I said I'm not blaming Kim having the strength to say the things that she said tonight on black people. No, Kim is responsible, but she was encouraged, and that's why she felt comfortable enough for those things to leave her mouth. This is what I'm trying to say. Now, let me also say this. I'm not saying that if a black person is messy and a white person jump in and read that black person because that person is black, we should defend them anyways. Absolutely not. No. But what I'm saying in Kenya Moore case, when Kim was going in on Kenya, just being for unnecessary reasons, being disrespectful, going below the belt, just being outright nasty, I saw a lot of black women encouraging Kim and her daughter. Yes, Kim. And most of the things that Kim did were unprovoked. Okay? The blog pages will post a picture of Kenya and her husband. Kenya will be minding her business. And Kim and her daughter would jump and say some disgusting things about Kenya. And the black women on those blog pages, yes, read that black B word. She deserves it. Yes, Kim is the only white girl that can step up to a black. And yes, I read those comments. Disgusting comments and people clapping and supporting Kim and encouraging Kim. And this is why Kim felt like she could jump on a I hate Kenya bandwagon, because everybody on the show and on social media would defend her. Black people, yes. Okay? So that's where Kim got her courage and strength from, to think that she could say some of the things that she said and be comfortable. And for those of you who might say, well, Vina, the things that Kim said to Kenya or wrote about Kenya on social media were not racist. It was just two women throwing shade and whatever the case might be. For the most part, it was one-sided. It was always Kim and her daughter. Like I said, the blog pages will post a picture of Kenya and her husband, and Kim and her daughter will go in, or Kenya will put something on her personal page and the blogs will repost it, and Kim and her daughter will say something, and so my thing is, it shouldn't have gotten to the point where someone else had to be added to the equation before people said, oh, okay, it's a problem. When it was just Kenya, it wasn't a problem, but when Nene was added, it's like, oh, okay, it's a problem. That's all I'm saying. But let's go ahead and move on from this.
Let me quickly add so we can end it. When I use someone from the franchise as an example, that's all I'm focused on. I'm not focused on anything else. So nowhere did I say Kenya Moore is perfect and can do no wrong. Never said that. She's had her moments. So almost like I always have to say that for those who's gonna skip everything I said and just to find something negative and jump in the comments with the, oh, you always up Kenya Moore, whatever. That's one thing. The other thing, hate comes from everywhere. It's not just black women or races. Everyone are fans of the show. They go in the comments, they leave compliments, or they hate. So I'm not just singling out black women and saying, oh, we are the problem. Absolutely not, because I know I'm not the problem. I'm always positive. I always uplift them, but I also call them out on their mess. I was just making an example, and that's why I said what I said. So thank you all for the love and support.
Oh no, it was never Kim is racist and people jumping on no bandwagon and a hashtag until Nene Leakes' house was recorded. Even Nene laughed with Kim. Okay, so had that whole bug situation did not happen and the whole handicap situation did not happen, Nene would have said, child, please, you know Kim speak her mind and all of that. It was just jokes. Get over yourself. That would have been Nene's response. I have never seen people switch up so quickly. The moment Nene jumped on it and went in on Kim, all of a sudden the narrative changed. Yes, Kim is the racist. Kim is racist. But when Kim was doing it to Kenya, it was, girl, you just messy. So you deserve what Kim is giving you. So my point that I'm trying to make is, don't wait till it gets to this point and then it's like, oh my God, it's a problem. When your people are being attacked or things like that and it's unprovoked, you stand up, you defend. You don't wait till it gets to this point where the person show that, you know what, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, oh yes. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, let me go in order. And then I'm going to come back to the whole Kim situation. The entire episode was about Kim and Nene anyways. Kenya, of course, was on fire tonight. She and Nene shut it down. So that whole tag team video I showed you shortly with Nene and Kenya shaking hands, and you saw the other video of them stomping on Kim picture and all of that, of them celebrating that the Wicked Witch was gone or whatever the case might be. Yeah, but before all of that happened, Nene really wanted to let go of this whole Tyrone situation. Like, Lord, I'm so over it. But Annie had to bring it up again. And so you already know that Tyrone was just lying, his last ditch effort to, keep Sheree on the show. I'm going to get to Sheree next, okay? I'm so disappointed. I was disappointed in her before, but I'm disgusted. But even after getting caught in so many lies, even after Kim raises remarks and Sheree standing there and hearing this woman say out of her own mouth that racism doesn't exist, and 5 black women ganging up on her, and how another white woman or no other white woman would be stupid enough to sit on the couch, and all the things that she said, you would think Sheree would hop on Twitter and write, you know what? I'm ashamed of myself for standing there and not saying nothing and all of that. She hops on Twitter and she tweets this, referring to Nene as the puppet master controlling everybody. For Sheree to even be okay, like something is definitely wrong upstairs. Because I don't care how much you support someone, there's no way you watch back what happened tonight and that's your response, especially being a black woman. But then again, I completely understand her response. If she is definitely fired, then of course she's angry at the show and the entire network. I can't believe you allowed, yes, Sheree, Kim Zolciak to say racism isn't real and that she was ganged up on by 5 African American women. You were a disgrace to every black woman to sit there and be silent when she was clearly disrespecting all black people. Sheree, girl, this is so sad and heartbreaking, frankly. Well, T is she got fired, so there it is. I don't know what spell Kim has on her, but she shifted her. At what point? At what point, Sheree? Kim's zodiac told any sets. I'm going to go to Nini's page and see what's going on Nini's page. I'm going to bed. My work here is done. That's what Kenya Moore said. Sweetie 2.0. So slow. She constantly blames me for everything. She can't even see what's happening around her for worrying about me. They both look like... Nini going in. When the lies just keep coming and coming and coming, then production has a flashback for everything. Sheree and Kim both look like fools on that couch. Yep. Yep, I got it. Yeah, when Andy said that was amazing. Yeah, so that was that. The whole situation, there was a little moment between Sheree and Portia saying that Sheree was in the hot seat and all of that. And, Portia did defend or support Kim a little bit. We're going to get to that. But when Kim found herself trying to expose Nene, claiming that Greg was married and all of that, and trying to come for Candy, just for she was dating not one but 2 married men. Okay, that part wasn't shocking, but the part that she was also a stripper, I don't care if you're a stripper, do your thing, but for her to come for Nene doing that, and she was a stripper as well, and also the part that she had a relationship with a woman, and it's just like, girl. And when Candy brought that up, she was just quiet. The look on her face, those facial expressions that she be making, I'm like, girl, you need to stop it. And Bravo is shady as heck. When Kenya Moore said she needs to go back to her surgeon to fix the double chin, and then Bravo zoomed in the double chin, oh my God, I was like, this is funny. When you think you're privileged and you're going to come over here and just walk over everybody, and Bravo is not effing with you. Because that's how Kim came in. Kim came in on her high horse. I'm here, going around saying Kenya Moore was fired and writing pitch and all of that. I'm telling you, when them tables turn, man, But that was funny when Kenya said, I don't want those baby kids. I was like, oh my gosh, man. I did not feel bad for Kim, not one bit. I'm going to include the tweets, in the videos of people just talking about it on Twitter and some of the funny things that Kenya said. But yeah, I love when Kenya walked across, switched her seats, the lighting was just popping on her, and she was like, and when she was done, and she was like, yep, my work is done here, and twirled back to her seat. And of course, I love the moment where Cynthia Bailey stood up for herself and had some things to say to Kim. I was like, ooh, everybody. Cynthia went there. Portia didn't really say much to Kim. Portia actually defended Kim, in some ways. She was just trying to clarify some of the things, what Kim said and what Candy said. Let me tell you something about Portia. I know Portia is doing her best to move forward and grow, whatever. But whenever Portia find a moment to justify what she did that was wrong, she capitalized off of it. Like, for example, when the whole Nene leak situation happened, it's like, girl, you made a mistake. You've apologized. Just move on. There's no justifying what you said and what you did or what Phaedra told you. There's nothing. But she jumped on that. Yeah, trying to make me look like I'm this terrible person. Nene did it too. So in the moment of the whole, you have a drinking problem, and and Kim saying something else about, Candy, and Candy firing back, and them trying to say, oh, it's not the same thing, and Portia trying to, Portia jumped in to try to clarify that, oh yeah, you said that about her, that could have been, and it's just like, girl, it's not even the same thing. But for the people who are saying, these are the messages here, I'm going to put on the screen, they were disappointed in Portia for defending Kim. I don't really think it was defending Kim. It was just, she was trying to clarify things, but at least she said something. True, Kim, Sweetie 2.0 did not even defend her in any way. Shout out to Bravo with these flashbacks, because whatever it is that's in Kim cup, I pray to God I should get it together, because girl, there's no way you can just lie like that. I'm telling you. So in an attempt to defend his wife, Cora, who's been on mute tonight, every other night or day or afternoon or morning, spring, summer, September, joggers, whatever, Kim is always on Twitter clapping back at people or starting mess. Tonight, crickets, mute, nothing. So Cora hopped on and he tweeted what happened to the 45-minute conversation we'd had at Annie in the bathroom. I guess the true storylines make it to the cutting room floor. And he also tagged at True Entertainment. This is my thing. This is a 1-hour reunion special. So there's no way your extra 45-minute conversation was going to be added to any of this. And there's no way Bravo was going to do a special of just 3 people or whoever else plus a camera crew talking in the bathroom. My thing is, regardless of how Croy tried to spin this, those words left Kim's mouth. No one made it up. It wasn't edited. Those exact words, everything that was shown tonight left her mouth. What is so sad is Kim lies so much, and for Croy and the family to sit there and watch it back and to see the flashback. Kim said, I never showed Sheree the video, but then the flashback showing Sheree the video. Kim said, oh, I never said this about this. The flashback show, like, there are, whatever it is that she's drinking in that red cup, she have to put that cup down, because there's no way you can lie like that and be so forgetful. That right there was so disgusting to watch. But Croy is over here defending his wife, and this person wrote, be careful now. Don't you both get a paycheck from Don't Be Tardy? Well, they're privileged, so they can talk to Andy however way and nothing's gonna happen. I mean, did you guys not? Guys, I'm on Twitter, so let's see what Twitter is talking about. Essence, Essence Magazine. She said the racism claims are BS, but turns around and tells them to put themselves in her shoes as 5 African American women were going in on her. Oh. It was these same black women that embraced her and shared the platform with her racist behind. How dare she? Andy at Bravo TV, she better be done. Thank you for sharing the real her. She did it to herself. Perfect example of privilege. People playing victim. Sick of it. I agree. I'm so sick of her. Bye, wig. The door is closed. Bébé and Nene was on fire tonight. She handled Kim wig tonight. Okay, handled. That's why we got to be more careful on who we invite to the cookouts. Then she said that racism is a thing of the past, right? Then she has that Tom with her. I'm sure she threw her under the bus. It's again either Annie or Sheree defending a woman against Kim racism claims. Annie only said that she was negative, just like Nene said. This is privilege. Production was on point with those flashbacks. Great jobs. Kim, racism wasn't really a thing. Every black viewer. Did Kim Z say racism isn't real? Didn't exist before social media? What? Kim, no other white woman would sit on this couch. Racism wasn't a big deal with social media. Racism was real. She's stupid for saying that. 5 African American women attacking you, Kim, was not about racism. You planted a seed and they bloomed in your face. All that was, you reap what you sowed. Andy with the finishing move, you was combative this whole season. There wasn't anything positive. True. I'm glad to show us that last little bit. It made it very clear that Kim doesn't belong on this show ever. Take out her trashy bleep. You know, I just love when thing comes back and just bite people and you know what? I'm telling y'all, I start messing with Kenya Moore. You know, her karma is strong. Kimmy there. I'm going to go after Kenya Moore. I'm going to attack her, and because they're all going to be on my side just for everything to come back and bite her in the butt. Didn't she? Racism isn't even real. Even Crow was looking at Kim crazy after her whole racism is a social media conspiracy statement. Right. Dang, Annie just really told Kim that she brought nothing positive to this whole... She didn't. Everyone at home, Andy and the cast of Kim, thank you for your services.
Thank you for your services. Thank you for your services.
Did she say getting hammered by 5 African American women, but racism isn't real? So glad Annie was straight up with Kim. Ma'am, you brought nothing but negativity, so that's all we're going to talk about. Kenya Moore moving herself to the couch opposite Kim is a power move if I've ever seen one. A queen bow down. I don't care what anyone says about Kenya Moore. That woman has the greatest comeback lines. Loudy, loudy, loudy. The production roll them tapes on point when Kenya Moore acts. Fix your double chin the next time you... Mother Moore, you dragging Kim. I'm so proud of Kenya this reunion. Less was more. That was creative. I don't want baby kids. Wow, this is the only time I'm for Mrs. Moore daily. Damn, Kenya, raping Kim to shreds. Kenya Moore is the queen of clapbacks. OMG, I'm dying. Bravo, you're wrong for showing Kim's double chin right after that comedy. Ah, man. Bless Kenya Moore for trying to look that crazy wig in the eyes and be the bigger person. Hold your peach high, baby girl. Let us all pray for Kim. They don't take pure plastic in heaven because it is a trash reason. I hope Kenya's marriage is her happily ever after so she can stunt on all of them, including Phaedra, who said she has to buy a man. I see the baby bum. Has me shook. The fact that Nene Kingdom can drag and KKK aka came back to her soon to be cancer on show is everything. Congrats ladies for calling her out this racist trash bag. And but actually Kim don't F up. Let me hurry up and get to this through these comments before she turned these comments off. This one person wrote, Kim, I just watched the part 3 reunion and I'm horrified that you don't think racism is prevalent in this day and age. You literally lied about everything and it all was shown with Bravo's flashbacks with video receipts. As a white woman, I'm embarrassed for you. Are you crazy? Racism isn't all that real and it's only a current trend because of social media. You don't even understand why you are even on the show or how you represent the line of thinking. If so many privileged white people, you are a joke to say the least. By you saying racism doesn't exist or didn't exist makes you even more racist than the Jim Crow laws that were put in place. I just want to sarcastically thank you for speaking down on the oppressed people of that time who have also lost their lives fighting the fight. Rep Martin, Rep Malcolm, go ahead and read the rest. My gosh. Damn, you lied so much. Lay off the drugs and alcohol. Maybe you would get some of your brain cells back. Racism is real. Just saw the reunion. Racism was never a real thing until social media. Excuse me, girl. She insulted every single African American friend she have that supports her. And of course her white friends too. But I'm just saying, whenever... Wait, did she just say racism wasn't all that real? You wouldn't know, sis. You're privileged and white. That's so disrespectful. And I bet she didn't mean it like that. The misinformed are always the loudest and most emotional ones. Come on, sis. You subconsciously just told us how you really feel. And this is from Yandy, from Love and Hip Hop.
The whole daughter comment. You know, Kim heard her. Kim said she didn't hear her. Kim heard her because if you watch the video, it was this awkward silence. Unless production tried to edit things out. But she heard her, but it was almost like, okay, I just left Nene's house, you know, because I started a fight that I couldn't finish. And I just came here to seek refuge and to gossip and whatever. So I'm not even going to, you know, go off on Portia. I'm just going to sit here. That's basically what happened, you know. And then also to the part where Sheree is talking about, yes, I'm in love, yes, I'll marry Tyron, but if he's spending more than 2 years in jail, I'm not waiting. I'm absolutely done with him. But I'm also out here dating other people and all that stuff. It's just her responses be so confusing all over the place, just like a whole joggers, you know, spring, summer, winter, fall, whenever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl, what is going on? But then again, you know, his appeal didn't go through, you know, but even after the taping of the reunion, Sheree was doing press and saying that she's staying with him. You know, so it's just that at this point, I don't really care, you know, and whatever I missed, we'll talk about it, you know, when the ladies do something else. But I feel like at this point, I'm just dragging this video. So I'm not going to drag it any longer. I'm going to go ahead and end it. But I do want to say this again for the film. Here we go again. Blaming black people for a white person mistake. Absolutely not. Those words never left my mouth. I said it over and over again that Kim is 100% responsible for the things she said and what she did. However, I talk about people encouraging her. That's it. It's almost like you're in a relationship and your significant other is disrespectful to her family or his family, vice versa. Okay? Two things will happen. Either you were raised better and you're going to be like, listen, man, that's your mom, that's your sister, that's family. You can't talk to them like that. Or her energy going to make you feel like you can disrespect her family too, because of the things that she's saying to you and her energy towards her family or his family. So that's going to make you feel like, you know what? Okay. Because the person who's supposed to show their own family respect is not doing it. Like, for example, Candy. Yes, my mom hurt my feelings. I'm going to talk about it in a respectful way, but that is still my mother. You're not going to disrespect her. You understand what I'm saying? Had Candy sat there and let people feel like, oh yeah, you can talk about my mom anyway, those people are going to come for her mom. But it doesn't matter what her mom did, how wrong she was. She called her mom out respectfully. but still check people. Don't talk about my mom. And no one ever crossed that line to Candy Face to disrespect her mom ever again. That's my point. Learn how to put people in check so other people don't have that energy and feel like, okay, yeah, I can come over here and act crazy. That's all I'm saying. I understand Kim is a grown woman. People putting her in check and going, whatever. But when you co-sign certain behavior and certain people, then don't be mad when you create a beast and make them feel like they can say whatever, do whatever. That's all I'm saying. But Kim is 100% responsible. I'm not blaming black people or nothing like that. I was just speaking on energy and making people feel comfortable. That's all.
Say, man, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my finna loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.